Hi and welcome to another episode of What's Cooking. I'm Chef Ismail Arbee, back to cook you a storm. However, today I do have a very vibrant, fun guest in the studio who's come in, and I promise you we haven't stopped laughing. So on this episode you're probably gonna get some abs growing there, am I right? Welcome Zakia, how are you?
Well, thank you. Always a pleasure to be with you wherever you are.
I'm telling you, it's been a pleasure being with you as well. Zakia is a presenter of a radio station and she's got a very, very loud mouth. But I love the way you go on and you're just so natural on radio. The first time I walked into studio and I saw her, she's so natural, I got so confused. I still don't know how you do it, but you do it.
Well, I don't know how you do all of this stuff, but you do it. So, there we go.
Right back at you. Done. Okay, so today we are going to be making a confusion dish. Don't look so confused though. Yes, don't look so confused. We're going to show you how to cook today. Do you love cooking? We'll take that as a yes, right? Okay, so for today, I've got some balsamic vinegar, I've got some fresh cream, we've got a bit of paprika just to add a bit of kick to it, olive oil, salt, pepper is a must. We got some sprouts, some fresh garlic, coriander. You have to, we're Indian, am I right? Always using coriander in everything. Okay, done.
Dhania, right? Yeah, we're Indian. So there you go.
Fresh chili, a bit of lemon, fresh lemon. Obviously, I've got a bit of sugar, Cajun spice, a little bit of garnish here, just some leaves, just to garnish and make our dish look good. A bit of mint, some butter, some onion, tomato, radish, baby carrots, bit of pepper, some fresh thyme, some basil, mushrooms, and not forgetting the chicken. So what are we doing today?
Did you leave anything in the garden?
Nothing. I went and I took everything from the garden this morning. It was my mission, my duty.
Okay.
Right, so today we're going to show you how to stuff a chicken fillet.
Okay. I thought you were going to say how to stuff myself, but I'm sure people at home would stuff themselves anyway.
You're definitely going to stuff yourself later on.
Right.
But for now, we're going to show our viewers at home how to cook it. Right, so very simple. You're just going to take your chicken fillet. Tell our lovely audience about yourself.
Oh.
And what you do.
Well, I don't usually talk about myself. I let others do it. But yeah, like our chef has said that I'm on radio, and you know, chef and I have spent some very good times, very fun times. He's actually teaching me how to cook. So yeah, so I'm like a real test for him now. Somebody who knows nothing in the kitchen.
We're gonna make that happen. Don't worry about that. You can leave a master chef today. Right, deal. Okay. So just to explain to you quickly, what I'm doing is I've taken out my chicken fillet, I've defrosted it. I'm just going to slit it in the middle and I'm going to butterfly it. Okay. Right, because we want to stuff it, you need to butterfly it. And then I'm just going to take a slight mallet, I'm just going to flatten it out.
Oh, poor chicken.
Right, poor chicken, but it's going to taste good.
Okay, cool.
Right, so just mallet it. Why? I'm just basically stretching my meat out so I can create a nice wrap around it. Right.
Okay, you're doing that, but I know that you usually talk about tenderizing your steak and stuff like that.
Yes.
But chicken doesn't.
Exactly. All I'm doing is basically just stretching your meat out. Absolutely nothing else, because I want to get my filling in there, and you want a nice. You don't want all pieces flying all over the place and stuff like that. So there we go. Two awesome pieces. Now, today's going to be a bit different. It's a confusion dish today. Right, we're going to be mixing ingredients that not a lot of people do mix. Example, we're going to be making a sauce using butter, a little bit of lemon juice in it, coriander, mint, and thyme.
Okay.
I promise you, it is absolutely divine. I've made it before. It's a tried and tested recipe.
But you have a habit, he has a habit of doing things that are out of the ordinary.
Yes, 100%. And you know what? I believe in food, you have to be out of the box because everyone else is in the box. Okay. So I'd rather step out and do my thing. Right, so I'm just gonna...
Don't mind me, the radio thing will come out and I'll end up interviewing you.
The presenter will come out in you. Right, so I'm just gonna drizzle a little bit of Cajun spice. You're gonna use approximately half a teaspoon per chicken fillet, right?
Okay. Is this freshly ground?
No, this is a Cajun spice. It's more Mediterranean flavors than it is. So it's a dry spice that you can pick up in any store. Right, I'm just gonna pat it in. Now you don't want to add salt to this because your spice has so much of salt in it already. If you add more salt, you're basically going to land up with a very salty dish. Right, a bit of crushed black pepper.
And I'm sure you're always thinking healthy.
Sometimes. I love making people fat though. That's the fun part in cooking, making them fat. Yes. On my previous show though, I was being very healthy. I had a bodybuilder in studio and I had to prepare healthy food, which was very hard for me.
Where did you get those abs from, son?
So, just a bit of... Alright, so I'm just massaging. The trick is with chicken as well. You want to massage your spices in so the flavors get absorbed in nicely. So, that's looking brilliant. A squeeze of lemon juice. Just a tinge of lemon juice.
I mean, you did the thing with the lemon.
Hey?
You did the thing with the lemon like you were a magician trying to... Was it just...
It just automatically got cut. Automatic. We go automatic. Right, so I'm going to stuff this with a bit of tomato. Right. Cut them a little bit small. We're just going to pop them in here. So using approximately, if you're using small tomatoes, you're going to use about 1.5 or half a... actually, a 3/4 of a tomato in one chicken fillet.
So it's very economical as well.
Exactly, you can use it in a variety of things. And I just love stuffing things in people's mouth. Number one, never stuff up. That can't happen, right? Okay. I'm just gonna cut a bit of pepper.
I love it because you're not giving me this hard work.
She did tell me previously that she doesn't want to cut, which is illegal on my show. You do realize that, eh? Everyone that comes to studio has to cut something because do you know why?
And I can do something, but you're going to say it's julienne, but it's not the same size.
No, but it's fine. We give you a break for today.
Thank you, sir.
We'll cut you a bit of slack, but it's going to be a fun thing watching you cut.
That's why we won't do it.
That's why there you go. It's ready and lined up.
Oh dear.
Okay, so as I showed my viewers at home, it's actually very, very simple and easy, right? It's a method. Now, as chefs, we curl our fingertips in.
So you won't find fingers in.
Exactly. And for our viewers at home, we hold it against our knuckle and we just continue. So, exactly like that. Simple, easy. Would you like to try?
I can try.
There you go. You've got the red pepper. Go for it. Yeah, run.
All right, curled in because of your...
Yes,
right?
use your thumb to hold it.
Okay.
And then there you go.
I can't do the stuff that
it's working. It's working, yes.
Yeah. And it's almost the same size.
Exactly, brilliant. Hands up. So we're going to add the peppers in. Oh, can you see how colorful it's looking?
I know,
beautiful,
so you feel like eating it right
exactly,
now.
raw, just pop it in your mouth. I wish we could. I really do. Yeah. So I'm just going to take a bit of mushroom.
Mushrooms are my favorite, by the way.
Is it?
Love it.
Nah, brilliant. And I chose the perfect thing for you, eh?
Yep.
Right, so just a bit of mushroom on the inside. There we go. Now I'm using something called thyme, right? Fresh thyme. If you smell it like this,
I know, it has its own little
flavor. But once, then you see the trick is, all you have to do is strip it out and crush it just a little bit.
Oh, there we go.
Right, just crush it and now get the smell. Absolutely amazing. So I'm just going to drizzle a bit of thyme in here.
But wouldn't that be an acquired taste?
Not really. What I'm basically doing is I'm adding in a subtle flavor of it. As you can see, it's not overwhelmed with it, just a subtle flavor. Add a bit of paprika. You're
out
taste
of
this.
the box.
Yes, out of the box. Just a bit of paprika for some heat. Right, now what I'm going to do is I'm not going to make this a very strong dish. Right, so I'm just going to chop a bit of one chili actually.
So I'm going to make it a strong dish, but he's chopping
one chili, it's not that bad.
Okay.
Do you eat hot food, Zakia?
Nope.
Not at all?
Not at all.
Are you serious?
I know.
No, that's wrong.
I know, I'm embarrassed. Love
so,
it.
in this pan, I'm just going to put a bit of oil, right? I'm going to add a knob of butter.
Okay.
Right, for the mere fact that I don't want my butter to burn. So I add the oil in, I add the butter, so that my butter doesn't become brown too quickly.
So it doesn't...
it doesn't brown basically too fast. Right, so I'm just going to let that melt for a bit in the interim. I'm just going to take my chili, I'm going to throw it in. That's what I'm saying, I'm not going to kill you today. I'm just going to let that oil simmer in a bit of chili.
But I think you haven't taken off the bits at the beginning.
I like the head on.
Can you? You don't necessarily have to take it off?
I just leave it here so it's easier for me to control it as well. And all I'm doing is draining the flavor from there. Although you have to wash it thoroughly though, because a lot of sand and stuff like that sit on it.
But then you know our people, everything needs to be like
cleaned and thoroughly cleaned and checked.
That's great. It makes it easy for people like me.
Exactly. I'm just going to take a basil leaf, put it in, put basil leaf in. But then all I'm doing here is I just want to roll it. So it's a very easy, simple technique. I'm just using my thumbs. I'm pushing my filling in and I'm rolling my chicken fillet around. And there you go.
Oh.
Right, and the exact same thing with this.
I always wondered, how could you stuff something that's little, you know?
It's
So,
just a matter of technique.
Okay.
So I'm pouching it basically, I would say. Pouching it and then just to roll about.
And then how do you keep it together?
Hey?
I mean, how would it stay together?
It's the chicken itself. The slime on the chicken will stick to each other. So once you leave it like this, just to rest, you can actually do this overnight. Leave it in the fridge.
Yeah.
The flavors will marinate through amazingly. So just a squeeze of lemon in here. Get that going nicely. Now, this is where the fun part comes in. Building our sauce. So this is just a pan for the chicken, which I'm going to cook our chicken in, and I'm going to make up our sauce now. As you can see, it's not going to kill you.
No.
It's awesome.
It's just looking like, okay, cool.
A little
I
bit deadly.
can't wait for the end result.
Intimidating though, eh? With one chili just frying there.
No, but it's actually not intimidating. It's like the sense of anticipation.
And the flavor, can
What's
you
gonna
smell it
happen?
already? Smell this. It's a chili butter.
Oh.
Nice, eh? So, let's start off first with our sauce. Now the sauce I'm making is I'm combining coriander, mint leaves, garlic. Right, but you want to run a synergy in your sauce as well as your meat itself, right? So we are going to be adding some thyme and so on in there. So all I've done there was just put a knob of butter, all right, a little bit of oil. Again, why? Test number one. Why do I add oil? Ah, yes!
Yay! I'm a good student, you see.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Right, so if you just want to peel these for me.
No, I don't.
Right, you have to. You got no choice.
Oh dear.
And I gave you the small carrots, so you're good. You can just peel about 6 of those for me.
Can you guys just like switch over? I'm doing something.
Yes, there you go.
Yay! Oh, yeah. Oh, this
While
is
that
magic.
is going on,
Hey, this is fun. I could do all of them actually.
all you have to do is peel the outside layer.
Okay.
This is hilarious.
You mean I did all of that for nothing?
Yes.
Not fair. Not fair.
There's it. The mallet
Not
comes
fair.
out.
Okay.
Right, so all I've done here was I've taken my chicken fillet and I've popped it into my pan. Right, so I'm going to allow this to cook in the meantime. I just want to shred these off. See, just the outside layers.
I could have done that.
Just
Sorry. I thought you wanted.
Well,
sorry. I'm sorry. Oh dear.
Okay, so just the outside layer and you sort it. So we'll leave the reject in the reject pile, right?
Oh no, don't feel sorry. You're not a reject.
If you can do these for me,
No, it's
I would
okay.
really
I'm
appreciate
fine.
it. Oh, are you fine? Oh my God.
Okay, well, yeah, I can do this.
Check this out. This is actually a hilarious sight.
Ah, there you go.
There you go.
There we go. I could do this.
Nice.
I could do this for a living.
Right then.
Yeah, I could be your assistant.
We call them sous chefs.
Do I need to change my name to Sue or anything? No? To Sue?
Sous chef, yes.
Oh.
Sous chef is basically one below a head chef. Do you know that? You get different rankings of chefs.
Okay.
So you get him from a commie chef all the way up to a head
I
chef.
am 2 carrots away from being a sous chef.
I like that one. I am 2 carrots away.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay, I just want to grab us another pan.
Okay, I know they usually say women like 22 carrots, but I'm just 2 carrots away.
2 carrots away.
Yes.
Okay, so what I've done here was I've just melted
Am I
your
winning?
oil.
Am I doing the
Yes,
right
yes,
thing?
yes. You're doing a fantastic job.
Here we
Keep
go.
it up.
Okay.
Right, all I'm doing here is I'm melting my butter and my oil.
I can't do this and look there. You know, it's like
You can't.
multitasking.
Be careful, don't take off your fingers now.
Okay.
That's looking brilliant. As you can see, all I'm doing is browning it up. Okay, as you can't see. Now you can see. Mission accomplished. As you can see, I'm just browning it up. Right, get your chicken cooking nicely. A little bit of tomato came out. So here, I'm basically got my oil and I got a bit of butter.
I love that because it's not even opening anymore.
Exactly,
You know, yeah.
because the trick is you actually cook it first on the open side. So once you see that the chicken starts binding together, then you can flip it around.
Wonderful.
Right, so I'm just going to chop these up into little little longish pieces. Right. smelling good though, eh?
It is, and I'm hungry.
Don't worry.
Do I get to taste
you
it?
can tuck in.
I can.
You
Okay.
can tuck in, not a problem. Just not raw, right? We give you cooked food.
I gotta tell you, as this is going on right now, that aroma is kind of hitting me,
Yes.
So, yeah.
Brilliant. That's what that is cooking up amazingly. Just gonna flip that around and cook the sides. Exact same with that. You want to keep it on the edge of your pan, so you're actually holding it in place.
Okay.
So I leave it on the edge. I'm using the side of the pan to actually keep it there. Can you smell the chili coming through?
I can, yes.
Awesome. Right, so in here, let's pop my coriander.
That now is the sauce, yeah?
Yeah, I'm starting to
Okay.
develop my sauce.
Okay.
Right, so I'm just frying up my coriander, chop up some mint. Right, I need a little bit of extra butter. I'm just going to pop 2 knobs
So
of
did
butter
you know
in
this
there.
was your calling from the time you were little?
No idea. I promise you,
Okay.
I used to burn the popcorn.
Oh,
That's
okay.
how bad I was.
Yeah?
I used to burn the popcorn. I used to burn practically anything and everything. And then just all of a sudden it started growing on me.
Miracle happened.
When I decided to start the cooking industry, my parents thought I was mad.
Okay.
Everyone thought I was mad because I'm going to cook for a living. So it
Yeah,
was a bit crazy. But then after you start growing into it, you start loving it, you start enjoying it. And that's what everyone's looking for. You're looking for your passion. Right, so this
And
is
you found it. So how long have you been
Exactly.
doing this for?
a very long time. I can't reveal my age now.
Okay, we're not asking.
Right, so I just added a bit of black pepper, a little bit of salt. All right, I'm just gonna let this now, and then I'm just gonna cook it up with a bit of fresh cream. Right,
I
so
love the way you do this. It's like
Popped
there's
in.
no really, take 2 teaspoons of this or whatever. It's like,
it's a lot.
just take everything
a lot
and
of
throw it
people
in.
find that my methods are a bit crazy.
Right.
Right, but that is my personality. I don't cook with a recipe. A recipe, it doesn't work with me.
Okay.
I prefer cooking off my head. Whatever comes to you, do what you need to do.
Okay.
Right, so I'm just gonna allow this to reduce a little. Alright, so I'm just gonna add a bit more cream. It's a very different type of sauce. Alright, so I'm just gonna allow that to reduce nicely on a medium heat.
Okay.
Alright, while my chicken is looking
The cream has
brilliant.
no danger of separating or anything.
It depends on what type of cream you are using.
Okay.
So you can, if you put normal fresh cream inside,
Yeah.
now we're using a different type of cream.
Okay.
Right, if you buy your cream from a heavy thick cream, it wouldn't split, it will only split after a while.
Okay.
Right, so you don't want to overdo it. So I'm doing simple creamy sauce. Right, I'm not going to overcook it. It's just to drizzle over my plate. Right, or some carrots. So what I'm doing here now is I'm caramelizing your carrots.
Okay.
Right, so I'm just gonna pop 2 knobs of butter. Yes, I use a lot of butter.
I know.
And I love it.
You like to make people fat.
I love making
Okay,
people
there we
fat.
go.
Right, so my 2 knobs of butter go in. I'm gonna put a bit of caster sugar.
Okay.
Right, because we are caramelizing.
Caramelized, yeah.
Right, so a bit of caster sugar. Right, we're gonna make caramelized carrots and radish. My thumb here, I'm just gonna pop my carrots in. Right, let them cook. I just need to do a radish quickly.
I'm not touching them.
Why? Are you scared of
You
it?
do it. I mean, you do such a good job. Why take it away from you? Huh?
Look at that, everything to detour from work. Shame on you, Zakia. Shame on you. I have caught up with your motion. Shame on you. It's cool. No
There you
worries.
go.
You're here to eat today.
Yes.
Right, so I'm just
I'm
gonna
going to
allow
try
this.
it at home, by the way.
You have to try this. It's absolutely amazing. Right, so as you can see, I've just reduced it a little bit. Now I'm leaving it to set aside. Right, on a ring that's off, and I'm going to be making my caramelized carrots and radish. So I'm just
Oh, I
going to
love
allow
that
that to
tip.
cook. Yes, that's
Do
actually
it
a
again.
technique.
It's cool. Oh,
It's a flip.
all right.
Right, so what you've seen here was I've
Don't try it at home.
unless you're willing to mess everything. Right, so what I've done here was I've taken the chicken fillet. As you can see, it's cooked off quite nicely.
Right.
Trick is allow it to rest for a little bit. You don't want to cut it straight away. So I'm just allowing it to rest nicely. It's going to cook through. A lot of people have the problem with overcooked chicken. It's because they cook it till it's
Dead.
absolutely dead, right? In a pan, and then they serve it.
Okay.
The trick is to leave it cooked 3/4 and allow it to cook on an off pan. Just
But
leave
that
it aside.
would be the same with fish now if you were making a fish dish.
Yes, a lot of people want to see completely cooked. That's not how chefs do it.
And then it's rubbery.
Exactly, and dry and stringy. You don't want that.
Okay.
That's just, let me put
Please
this
let me know
away.
if I'm in your way out.
No, no, no.
Okay.
We're good.
All
Right,
right.
so in here, I'm just going to take a bit of thyme. I'm going to add it to. Now what I'm doing is I'm running a synergy in my dishes. So
Okay.
the flavors all go through together.
blend in
Exactly.
with each
All the
other.
flavors blend in together. So just a little bit more. Brilliant.
Okay.
And as you can see, this is going off quite nicely.
Yeah. How long do you leave it for?
Hey?
How long do you
It just
leave it for?
depends on how high you got your heat.
Okay.
Obviously, chefs, we love high heat. Everything gets done on high heat. So until your carrot's a little bit softer, you want that a little bit of crunchy texture. That's what I'm going for. So it's a little bit of sweet with a bit of crunch in it. Right, brilliant. In here, I'm just going to throw a few bean sprouts.
I wondered when that
into
was
my
going
sauce.
to... It was like feeling lonely there, and I wondered
Yeah,
when
no,
you
I'm
use
getting
it.
there. Don't worry, I didn't forget about it. Right, awesome. Mushrooms are in. We're almost good to go. Do you know that?
I promise, look
Just
at this.
a few minutes
Yeah.
more and we
Even
are
I
sorted.
can make it.
Yeah, that's the
I'm
thing.
glad I
It's
can.
such an
Yeah.
easy, simple recipe. Absolutely easy, simple. So I'm just going to start warming this up in the meantime.
And you know, we're very fond of getting uninvited visitors.
Yes,
Yeah.
so this is something you can
Pop in,
do
yeah.
absolutely quick and fast, not a train smash.
And the great thing is you've used the butter and the oil, but it's like kind of blended in together, so there's not this horrible oil
around
yeah,
it.
Yeah.
So you're getting more butter flavor than you are oil.
Okay.
And your little chili is still here, still going well,
It's still going well. It's still going strong.
still
yeah.
going strong.
And we don't want to, no pun intended on the word strong, right?
Now another trick that you can use is if you don't like the crunch in your dish itself, you can pre-boil the carrots. And so
Okay.
all you're doing is a little bit of salt water, you pre-boil it, you drop your carrots in, let it until it's a little bit softer,
Yeah.
then you can cut them up and caramelize it if you don't want the crunch factor in it.
I know there's a word for that. I just want to act clever here. You blanch it.
Yes,
Yay!
nice,
Go.
high five on that one. Right, so my sugar is getting a bit too much, so I'm just gonna pop another block of butter in here. Yep, I'm gonna make everyone fat.
I can see that.
Right. My sauce is looking brilliant. Can you smell that?
Oh,
You can get the
I can.
garlic,
Yes,
the
garlic,
mince.
yes.
Absolutely brilliant. So
I
that's
promise
almost
you,
good
I
to
had
go.
this image of a very greeny looking sauce, you know, because of the
No, but you see,
coriander
it's
and
the
mint
point that
and
I want
stuff.
to add in different colors, in
Yes.
different aspects
Okay,
to complete
yes.
your dish.
Yeah, I can see it. 3 different colors.
Yeah,
So,
and once you cut that open, you're gonna get a whole lot of other colors coming through.
okay.
So we're almost good to plate.
I know. I mean, like, you're...
So quick, easy, fast, efficient meals.
And the great thing is it's not out of a packet.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I prefer everything
all
as fresh as possible. So we're gonna start off first and show you the genius art of plating.
Ah, excuse me. All right, there we
Right,
go.
so let's first start off with a bed of carrots.
I gotta tell you, I've seen Chef in action with students, and he's so particular about the placing of the plate and the
Yes.
cleanliness of the plate and
It
all of
has
that.
to look amazing.
I'm sure there are people who actually, you know, young chefs or wannabe chefs. You can just like explain to them how important this is.
This
you
is the first part about selling a dish.
Okay.
So when a person always buys, they buy with their eye first. So you need your dish to look absolutely immaculate
Okay.
and brilliant and clean. That's the type. You get a whole variety of looks. You get a rustic look. There's full varieties, but I prefer a neat, clean type of elegant look to my dishes. So I'll pop a bit of.
And yet, like when you're in a busy restaurant, you probably think you don't have time to do all of this, but you get the hang of it eventually, yeah?
You have to find the time to do this.
Okay.
Right, there we go.
And then you're ready with...
Right, then with my
I'm quite
sauce.
interested in what's going to happen with the sauce, by the way.
Right, the sauce, all I'm doing is I'm just drizzling it over. Obviously, you don't want to put the big clove of garlic. Get your bean sprouts in there as well. That goes over. And there's your first. Your second.
Oh, wow.
Right, and just
And
to
the
give it to
chili.
you.
We don't want to leave you
I'm
out.
going to go
chili.
there. Actually, I'm going to put a bit of sauce on it.
Okay.
Just to drizzle. Right, a little squiggle around the plate.
Okay.
And then I'm going to
The chili.
the chili.
Oh, there we go.
Right, and then
Alright.
I garnish it Some chives. Just a
Okay.
couple more, just on one side, just to make it look elegant.
So
Thank you so much for joining us on this episode of What's Cooking. Please do email us info@deentv.co.za. We'd love to hear from you. Thank you and see you again.